Hi guys, it's Lamont here from A Garden Revived. Welcome to the first video of 2022 on our channel. I am just so excited to be back on YouTube. It was a nice holiday season, extended it a little bit into January, but I am excited to be back. For today's video, we're going to be doing a follow-up planting video to the initial tulip video I did about in November. It's been about 10-12 weeks since the bulbs have been chilling in the refrigerator, so it's time we get them out into the landscape and planted. Before we get into that, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I am Salman, and I film gardening updates here in the front garden, which is the front lawn, and then in the back garden, which I really have not shown. Even last year, I didn't show any videos about the garden in the back, but hopefully this year I'll open up a little bit more. It's a journey for me. And yeah, I'll let you in on how that's going. So consider subscribing if this is piquing your interest, I guess. So this is the front garden, the front of the house. The entrance is right over here. And this is also where the urns are to my right over here, where we had our spring planters and we did some fall plantings. And yeah, so I have pre-dug a bunch of holes up here using the auger where the bulbs are going to go. And I'm just gonna start popping them in. Let me show you the variety of tulips we'll be putting in. And there's also some daffodil that will also be going down into the ground. Let me show you. Okay, so these are the tulip bulbs. I have 2 more bags. So I got these from Sam's Club. 50 pack, 50 pack, 50 pack, 50 pack, 100, okay, 200. And they are a purple and pink mix. And they were in a refrigerator, and they put on so much growth in that refrigerator. Yeah, none of them seem to have gone mush at all. They've just put on a bunch of growth. So I'm excited to plant them. I was so worried because I didn't check on them at all, and I should have been checking on them. But yeah, I guess there wasn't that much moisture for them to rot, thankfully. So they do like a good bit of sun in the morning and then nothing too intense in the later afternoon. So we'll plant some up here, and then we'll do some planting up in the front entrance of the house as well, where we have the boxwood cones. So let me show you where else we'll be planting. It's just two more spots. This is where we planted the snapdragon, pansies, and dianthus a month ago, maybe in December, late November. And there's an addition of a bird feeder up there on the window. My cat loves to watch that bird feeder. So it's really cute. I got it from Lowe's. It was on clearance for $7. Birds can go inside of the little box, and he can see them, but they can't see him because it's tinted on the other side of that box. But yeah, tulips all scattered over here as well. Really pretty. So this is directly to the right of the entrance is right here. That other flower bed we were in is right there. This is right here, and then the front. So real quick, just for visual reference, that's where I was sitting earlier. The entrance of the house, pots that need to be updated desperately. Don't worry, there's a video coming soon. And that's where I just was. So we go further back. We end up in the front of the house where we did the caladium plantings, and we did the pansy and dianthus later on in the season. So same lighting conditions. We'll also do that here. Probably take up these ornamental kale and cabbage that don't look so good. And then the boxwood cones have some of their bronzing they get in the winter anyway, so that's fine. But there are 2 dead sections in these boxwood, and I am worried there might be spider mite issues, but I'll go ahead and treat them for something. And yeah, I'll leave the plants in here as they are, just because I think they'll make a comeback early in the spring. It'll be nice to already have some established pansy and whatnot. The dianthus are here to stay for sure. So yeah, let's just get planting. My process is pretty standard. I use an auger. You can use a shovel as well. I have a shovel just in case, but I'm gonna follow the planting depth instructions of the tulip. It says to plant them 3 inches deep. So I take my auger, I drill down about 3 inches, and I just pre-dug a bunch of holes. It was pretty fast. And then I'm going to take some bulb fertilizer. This is Bulb Tone by Espoma. I don't have too much of it left, but I'm just going to do a little bit of sprinkling in each of the holes I dug just to give them some supplemental nutrition. It'll help their root development, which is perfect for tulips. So I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit into one of the holes, make sure that the hole is 3 inches deep, and I'll take a tulip bulb. Let's see, the pointy side of the tulip goes up, the flat end goes down, and you'll actually see, let me find a nice one where it's very obvious. This is the pointier end of the bulb. This is where the tulip is growing from. Roots will grow from down here. We'll just place that with the flat bottom down and cover it up with soil. Make sure that it is well covered up. Mulch over it, and we should have a tulip right there. The process is going to be similar for the other 199 tulips, so I'm just going to speed through it and do an update at the end of it. I'm excited. I'm really excited. It's my first time planting tulips, so here we go. All right, you guys, so it is an hour or two later, and we got them planted, and it's pretty messy. Let me just show you. So there are about 50 bulbs right in this area, and like the amount of dirt the auger kicks up, and just you can see on the sidewalk, it all has to be blown off and then maybe washed off. But I thought I need some extra soil to top it off in case the soil was just too clay-like to put back on top, but I was able to just backfill without that garden soil. And then on this side over here, let me show you, there's about I'd say 25 or 30 right here. I wish I could fit more, but it was so hard to get a decent amount of them in without, you know, kicking up all the other plants. And I've never really shown this area back over here. A lot of grass has actually crept into this narrow bed right here, but I'll probably clear this grass out someday and plant maybe about like, you know, 40 of them right here, 20 of them right here, maybe something like that. And then in the front beds, we have about 25 here and then 25 right here. I need to, of course, go through, wash all this off and blow it off, but yeah, I'll go through and, you know, put some nice, neat new mulch over the top of it, clean up those dianthus and pansy, but for now, I'm just glad we got a good bit of them planted. I'm going to go ahead and end the video right here since it is getting pretty dark, but I'm so glad you were able to join me in planting these tulips. I am just so excited. I have another bag of them still, so maybe I'll put them in these containers over here. I do want to plant up that urn over there. I have a special blend of tulips that I want to put in those, so maybe I'll make a video out of it. Anyways, so if you did enjoy this video, I do encourage you to subscribe and like the video. Leave a comment down below whether or not you'll be planting any tulips this season, or if you had planted some and if you're expecting them. Do you have a favorite variety? I really want to know. I'm always looking for new varieties, and yeah. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I sure hope to see you in the next one. Bye.